back, and this is a special extra edition of the Captain's Log, Doc. We're going to talk about the coronavirus. We just shot 2 fabulous videos teaching people how to wash their hands properly with the proper technique. The techniques that the CDC recommends.
The CDC and the World Health Organization.
Yep. And also how you are going to show everybody
how to create your do-it-yourself hand sanitizer for $1.50.
Let's do the measurements here. Let's show everybody how we do that. So we are going to do 2/3 of a cup of rubbing alcohol, 70% or more. Okay, we're going to pour it here. We're going to do 1/3 of a cup of pure aloe vera. Pure aloe vera, we're going to pour. And now we're going to put some essential oil. I picked here.
So how to wash your hands according to the World Health Organization, and how to create a hand sanitizer. You don't need to buy Purell for $65. That does not make any sense. Watch that
video.
video.
You can't find it even at this time now.
But it doesn't make any sense. We showed on your video for $1.50 how to make a better hand sanitizer that you are going to make it the way you like to smell, and it's wonderful. It's great for your skin, and it kills 99.999% of the bacteria.
And it's organic.
And it's completely organic.
Wow. So the products basically is 3 main ingredients, and everyone's going wild about this across the country. Like There's a shortage of all this stuff.
Right.
You walked into Walmart. You bought.
So I bought rubbing alcohol, 70% rubbing alcohol. So it's isopropyl alcohol. It's anything over 60% is good. I bought 70%. I was looking for 90%. They didn't have any 90%, but 70% is plenty. I bought aloe vera, a jug of aloe vera that cost me almost nothing.
A gallon, a whole gallon.
A gallon, 99%. It cost me $5 at Walmart. And I bought some essential oil that cost me $2-3, or sweet orange.
Yeah, you bought the orange and then tea tree.
And that tea tree, that's right.
So that was simply for the smell.
Correct, just for
the aroma. There's
smell.
3 ingredients.
3 ingredients.
And these companies are making a fortune.
Absolutely. And the main ingredient is alcohol. The reason we add some aloe, because we want to make it a little bit more consistency, and we want the skin not to be too dry. But the main ingredient that kills the bacteria and the viruses is alcohol.
And the reason why you just put a little alcohol, the aloe vera, is so your skin is moisturized again, because the alcohol dries it out.
That's correct.
That's it.
And that's it.
I was shocked.
Simple. Amazing. And that's do it yourself, easy to do. You don't need to spend money. Make it the way you like to smell. And it's fun. I did it last night with my son, with Brendan, and it was fun. It was like our own lab at home. It looks like Breaking Bad. Have you seen that Breaking Bad? That looks our own Breaking Bad.
That was great. No, it was not only it's so informative, but cost effective.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find these products on the shelf right now because people are going mad.
Correct. People are going mad. And that's, I'm happy we're doing this podcast again. By the way, for those of you that didn't listen to our podcast, about a month and a half ago, we talked about the coronavirus.
Yeah, 5 weeks ago, I believe we did a podcast about it.
Podcast about the coronavirus. This podcast is really to break all the myth and put everybody, and hey, let's relax here. Let's think about, we don't need to stock up on toilet paper. Toilet paper are not going to help you. They never help anybody in the human race. Toilet paper is not what is going to make you survive.
Yeah, it's not currency.
It's not currency at all. It's crazy. Beside the fact that there's nothing better than soap and water. Again, we did a whole show about how to wash your hands. The same, wash your butt. Wiping your butt, again, the word wiping, that moving some of the dirt from one side to another side. That's not washing.
It's not going to help you get any less coronavirus.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
So, basically, tell me about the updates of the coronavirus at this point.
So in the U.S., on Friday, they promised us that we are going to have more test kits.
Because right now
we don't have any.
You're a doctor. You have no test kits.
I have 0 test kits. So on Friday we're going to have, they said, between 500,000 to 1 million test kits. So far in the U.S. there are people walking around with corona. We understand that. On Friday we are going to diagnose them. It will take a day or 2 to diagnose them, and we are going to diagnose them. But the number of cases is not going to go up. this is a bias. There's a bias because we are all of a sudden diagnosing those patients that were already
They already have it.
They already have the disease. So the numbers on Monday, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to say, wow, in the US we have 10,000 or 5,000 or 3,000 cases of corona. Actually, we had the same number on Friday. It's not any more
So
than
don't
we
go
went before.
panicking, people. We're all going to make it.
Correct. We are all. So again, what I love about the podcast, Captain Brian, that you and I have been doing in the last couple of years, that we talk about, how to be healthy, how to prevent, getting the infections of all kind. I mean, coronavirus is one example, but all kind of. How do you do that? So what we look at what viruses, and specifically what the coronavirus, what viruses like. They love sugar. They love glucose. So if you cut down on refined sugar, you are going to do intermittent fasting that we have been talking about it for you and I. We've been talking about it for almost 2 years.
Right.
Intermittent fasting. You are going to cut down on sugar. You are going to take care of yourself. You're going to exercise. You're going to be in the best shape you can be. If you get the coronavirus, or when you get the coronavirus, you'll be able to fight it like anybody else, and it's no big deal. It's going to be, if you'll have any symptoms, they are going to be mild symptoms. But if you are diabetic, you don't take care of yourself, your sugar level are very high, the virus itself,
It feeds on that.
They thrive on it.
Let me ask you a question, because I think that I've heard so much about the coronavirus, all the things going on and the hype, but what symptoms am I going to get?
Yeah. So there's a good chance you're not going to get any symptoms. As a matter of fact, the first few days when you get the virus, a lot of people don't get any symptoms whatsoever. And subsequently, you can get some flu-like symptoms. You can get a little bit fever, you can get a little cough, upper respiratory infection, things like that.
Is it diarrhea? Is that why they're buying the toilet paper?
No, not at all. Diarrhea
So they don't even know. They just see a virus. Diarrhea. They think they're all going to shit their pants.
Diarrhea has nothing. It's not one of the symptoms of the coronavirus. The reason they buy toilet paper because they saw on TV. They show on TV that the toilet paper ran out. So immediately, what do? You
Everyone
go buy toilet paper.
Be the king of the toilet. Yeah.
I want to hoard on toilet paper. That's ridiculous. The whole idea is that fear. They put a lot of fear in us. And the reality is, take care of yourself, exercise, be happy, and again, don't watch 24/7 the news. That will decrease your immune system. If it lowers your immune system, cortisol go up. You're going to have a high
Just
risk.
from watching TV.
Just from watching.
That's what we explain to the people.
It stresses people out.
Right.
Because you are going to say, "Oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die from coronavirus." Chances you're going to die from coronavirus is very, very, very unlikely. Statistically, again, in the world, 1 million people a month die from heart conditions. Okay.
Yeah.
1 million people in the entire world. Okay. You're not talking about these staggering numbers. I mean, overall, chances that you're going to die from the coronavirus is very, very unlikely.
Same as the flu, less or more? Because the flu is, you hear everyone says they have the flu.
More people overall die from the flu. There's no question about it. There's no people that the flu has been around for a while. It's much more prevalent. But coronavirus is much more contagious than the flu, and the death rate is higher than the flu. The flu death rate is 0.1%, very, very small. And again, the same type of people that die from the flu, unfortunately, die from the coronavirus. These are very old patients that have a lot of comorbidities. So again, stay away from watching TV all the time. If anything, smile, be happy, go to a comedy show.
Good idea,
absolutely.
damn.
No, I'm serious.
Laugh.
You are going to laugh, be happy, because again, it is what it is. Now, have small, don't start hugging and kissing people. Have some distance. When I say some distance, a few feet away, it's okay. Don't go to the subway, be in crowded places like that. Don't go and congregate with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. But going to a restaurant, being 3-4 feet away from another person, no big deal whatsoever.
So moving forward, we're going to see a little spike or a big spike based on the test results.
We are going to see a big spike, but it's not going to be a spike in the number. It's going to be in the number of patients diagnosed, not of the numbers of occurrences. The number of occurrences is the same. We just don't diagnose in America.
Let me ask you a question. So I go to the doctor, I get tested for the flu, and the results come back positive where I have the flu.
Yeah.
Is that actually recorded somewhere?
That's actually recorded somewhere. Yes, it is.
So you have to send that number somewhere else.
Somebody has to send the LabCorp, one of the lab companies, they send it. They keep tabs on that.
So they test it right in the office though, right? For the flu?
No, for the flu, they do test in the office. So some officers have the ability to do that, but specifically for strep and other things like that. But the flu itself, they do have test kits for that. But for the coronavirus, currently it's the CDC, LabCorp, and then other labs are going to have also a test that you're going to send a sputum, and they're going to give you the result.
You take it oral. You put you spit on it.
You spit on it, but you have to have a doctor order to do that. You cannot just walk to.
Yeah, you can't just run in. Give me the test.
Give me the test. No.
Yeah.
And most doctors are not going to give you the test unless they have a good reason to think that you are high risk, that you were exposed. The same as I will not give you a test for an STD unless you're sexually active and promiscuous.
Good point.
And you know?
Very good point. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Correct. If you're not having sex, did you have sex recently? No, I didn't have sex with anybody for 2 years. Why do you want an STD test?
Right, exactly.
What for?
Yes.
There's no reason for that.
All right, Doc, so...
We have to go to sex, no matter what we talk about. Captain Brian and I, that's how it works.
We're horny. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We're horny.
We talk about coronavirus, we veer towards sex.
So I appreciate that. Again, another great episode. Learned a lot on this podcast. I can't tell you how many times a week something comes up in conversation. I go, oh, I'm an expert. I say I'm an expert because I sit with you and you have all the knowledge and I just read it.
Absolutely.
I just absorb everything.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I'm a doctor now. I pretty much am.
Honorary doctor. He looks like a doctor.
Yeah. Guys, this is the Captain's Log, Dr. Daller. You can find him on Instagram, Daller MD. That's DALLERMD. And I'm Captain Brian, CAPTBRIEN. Guys, say hello. Drop us a question if you have something, information, anything you want. We're here for you. The Captain's Log podcast, we do it as many times a week as you possibly can record, but you're with me every Tuesday, damn it. So I basically told him nothing. We don't know how many times we record. It's just as many times as we can.
That's right.
That's exactly what we do. We're out, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Wash your hands. Go make some sanitizer for $1.50.
And
you can
watch
make it.
that video. Watch the video.
Yeah. Tell us what you think. We're out. We're gone.